sick people. Now, I'm not trying to scare you. I don't want money. I don't want to be famous. I just need to tell people about this because there's a lot of people who can't say anything. Celebrities won't say anything. Musicians, athletes, they all have this happen to them and they can't say anything. They'll be remotely killed if they put an electrical charge to your clone. You will have an aneurysm or heart attack in your real body. It's what happened to Bernie Mac, pretty much. He was tortured. He stood up for Donald Marshall and he was tortured so bad that he had a aneurysm the next day and he died. Now, a lot of things that happen to me is it's usually a scenario of some kind where I'm just, what I remember, I'll just tell you, is it's just like a horror movie. It's probably all fake, but it's what I saw. It was, the horror movie character Pumpkinhead. Well, me and a bunch of other people were pretty much trying to kill this thing and stay alive. I had a revolver. I just remember shooting and reloading, running, and eventually we killed this thing. Well, they had the typical horror movie false ending, and like 5 or 10 more of these things came out. Yeah, it was messed up. And also, last night, I should tell you, and I hope it wasn't me, I hope it wasn't real, but I remember driving away from something, and I remember seeing something ahead of me, driving a car, and it was police officers in riot gear, and I drove through them, and then I woke up, and sometimes they take your consciousness and put it in a clone, in a place, and have you run that person just to have an event or something. And I hope to God it wasn't me that ran down people. I hope it was fake. No, this happens to me pretty much every time I go to sleep. Sometimes I can remember, sometimes not. They can repress certain things in your memory and let you remember other things. They've got the brain completely figured out. I only know this stuff because of Donald Marshall, and he needs to be known about. People need to know about his information. It's extremely important. And REM cloning needs to stop. They need to stop taking people, and they steal their ideas, they torture them there, take their ideas and use them themselves to make money, hold people hostage, and just, there's nothing you can do, really. Just, this needs to stop. I'm really don't want to talk about this, but I have to. And the cloning's been going along for a very long time. It needs to be stopped. There's no good reason for it. The body parts grown for, say, replacing somebody's internal organs or something, it wouldn't work. The cloned organs degenerate too quickly. They're grown too quickly and they break down. So they're not even good for replacing your heart or whatever internal organ you need replacing. there's no point to it. The rich, inbred, cannibalistic pedophiles that run this planet, the billionaires pretty much. Pope Ratzinger, who's still the Pope. Pope Francis is just a figurehead, public relations thing. Queen Elizabeth, Vladimir Putin. China runs them. Arabs and Russia are pretty much preventing this from ending. They don't want to end this. China has done so much badness to their own people. So is Russia. This is just needs to end, and I'm not sure what else to say, but it's really annoying and unsettling and unnerving to be harassed while you're sleeping. No one should have to deal with that, and it needs to stop. Thank you for your time. Hello, Phil Chuppa here, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about what happened recently to me at cloning. And a little background is REM phase cloning is they take your consciousness while you sleep and put it in a clone in the cloning center. And as soon as you hit the REM phase of sleep, and you have to stay there until you wake up. They tell people a lot of different BS. It's the fifth dimension, seventh dimension, nirvana, Shangri-La, a time stutter, singularity. They say that it's another dimension, or that it's lucid dreaming, or the astral plane. It's not. You're just in a cloning center, and they're using MK Ultra visual and audio effects to make you see what they want. Now, they've been doing this to me probably my whole life, but now they see me talking to Donald Marshall, and I go to the same cloning center he does now. And I know it's real because I've seen, one time I've seen the seating arrangement, the stadium seating, around a large, extremely large widescreen, and it's real. I don't know what to tell you. But what's been happening to me is, the other night I had two experiences. One, I woke up and went to another one when I went back to sleep. The first one was, there was something going on where I had a mission or task, and I was flying a plane. It's very vivid, very intense. Never flown a plane. And I was going to a stadium to try to prevent something. And with me was actress Ellen Page. Now, I don't know if it was really her or if it was just visuals, but she was helping me, and the plane went down. We got another plane, propeller plane, and I was flying it, and it was extremely intense, avoiding buildings and things to try to get there. And we got there, and we had to get in past security, and she helped me get into there, and I don't remember if I achieved my goal or whatnot, but it was very intense, and I never just have dreams about celebrities. I don't think they're all that great anyway. And I woke up from that and stayed up for a few hours and went back to sleep, and they put me in another one. And it was in my room. There's stairs going down, steps, and in the scenario they put me in, the steps kept going down into a vast underground labyrinth of, it looked like something what
Donald Marshall explains as the underground of a deep underground military base. There's computers. It was vast. There was like elevators, different doors, long hallways, and there's these people, these 4 women, and they were trying to go on the computers, and I had a feeling for some reason that they were trying to alert the government or something, and I kept grabbing them and taking off the computer and say, tell them to stop. And we were walking through the vast labyrinth of doors and elevators, and at the end of one elevator, something came out of it. Can't remember what it was, but then I turned and I saw a team of, I said this out loud, and I thought CIA. I don't know why I thought that. It was like a team of, they had riot gear and type of Black Ops wear on, and one of them slammed me down, and I saw who seemed to be the leader of it, and he didn't have a helmet on. It looked just like that actor Scott Wolf. He was on a lot of different shows. He was on Party of Five, I think, first. And what they did was they slammed me down, and they took a long needle, long needle, connected to a tube, and they jammed it into my lower left abdomen, my stomach, on the left side. And it hurt. It hurt a lot. That's the first time I felt pain there. And they started to suck out my blood or fluid or whatever through the tube, and I could see it. I could see it coming out. And man, that really hurt. And I just thought it was weird, and then I woke up. It's the first time I've felt pain there, and it was a really vivid scenario. And last night it was a blur. I'm not sure what happened, but that's what happened the previous night. And I'm going to make another video shortly here about the real problem, which is body snatching. Okay, thank you.